Hey guys, Greasy Bear here, and today I want to show you how to make this sci-fi wall rack using my new GB Sci-Fi in a Box KPACK. Also, I'm using a KIT OPS SYNTH recipe, and this recipe is also going to be available in the new KPACK. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to create a cube. I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to tab into the face, select the face, look over my KIT OPS. I'm going to launch Synth, load my recipe here. And here is my recipe. And I'm going to click Do It. Next, I'm going to Tools, Bake It, remove the wires, and then I'm going to go down to Normals, and I'm going to click Auto Smooth. Okay, next, I'm going to go to the next layer, click on it, go to the top, and hit Do It. Perfect. I'm going to move it in a little bit so I can get a better eye on it. And we're going to select the next tab down and deselect the next one, tab in, select that area, and deselect the other areas. Click Do It. Perfect. So face, right into the next one, the next layer, hit the face, click Do It, and so on and so forth. Go to the next layer, click the bottom, click Do It. Go to the final layer, select the bevel, deselect the other two areas, click Do It, and there is your sci-fi wall rack. And I'm going to select the material for the actual wall and remove the wireframe, and there we have it. And look at that, just like that. In a nutshell, there's the recipe. So once everything's installed, you can turn everything back on, and then you can remove everything with these brushes on the right. And what this allows is it makes it a one-click wall. Now, if I save this and open it up again and reload this recipe like this, I can click Do It to just the way it is, and it'll give me one wall all in one shot, which is perfect. This looks great, by the way. So I'm going to take it a little step further. I'm going to set it up and do some shading and set it up for, I don't know, a basic render right here. So I'm going to put it on the grid, and I'm going to grab all and move it up on the axis here so it's flat on the bottom. Looks good. Now I'm going to create a plane, stretch this out, and let's tweak it out a little bit so it's a better view. Perfect. And then we're going to give the plane a texture. We'll give it, let's say this one right here. Fine. And next I'm going to go to the world, and I'm going to use Pro Skies, and I'm just going to pick a space scene, which is really cool. Now we're in outer space. I'm going to set that on high res. And I'm going to turn off the wireframes, and then I'm going to add a area light, put it over the wall. I'm actually going to make it larger a bit, and I'm going to slide it back, and then I'm going to set the bulb to about 150, and then we're going to angle it down towards the actual wall itself, bring it down and slide it back a little bit. Yeah, that looks cool. Now I'm going to actually stretch it out a little bit. Yeah, a little bit more. And let's bring it up to about 200 here. Perfect. That looks nice to me. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to add another light. I'm going to add a spotlight, and I'm going to move it behind the wall and make it like 200. Oh, actually, I don't want a spotlight. I want a point light. There we go. And I'm just going to give it some light behind it. And I'm going to dupe this on the x-axis and slide it over just to make it stand out in the render. And yeah, it looks pretty cool. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to select the glass, and Chip Waters has recommended a new kind of glass that he created, a new shader that he recommended I use. So I'm going to use this one. Renders much better in cycles. I'll be rendering in cycles, so I want to keep this. So yeah, that looks pretty cool. It's got a nice reflection to it and all. So next thing I want to do is I'm going to add a camera to the scene, and camera, and then Alt Control 0, and then I'm going to go to my view and camera to view, and then I'm going to actually click on the wall and kind of set this up so it's kind of cool. And yeah, it looks let's see. Yeah, that looks good. So turn that off, and then I'm going to hit render. And that looks really good. And that's about it. Okay, guys, and that's a nice little render right there. And I hope this video helped you guys out. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch up with you next time. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.